Thank you, Svetlana, and all of the team at the Institute for European Environmental Policy. It is an absolute pleasure and honor to be able to address you today on something which I consider to be one of my favorite topics, the intersection between the environment and mental health. Bringing nature back into people's lives is not only a theme of this conference today, but also a theme which I adopt in both my professional and personal life. Truthfully, for me, my best respite against all of the regular stress of the day is nature. I come from Malta, an island in the Mediterranean Sea. For me, the ocean specifically has always been a huge part of my life, and thus my mental health and well-being. When I need to relax or unwind, spending some time in nature always helps me, if it's just to clear my thoughts near the ocean in my hometown Slema, or by going to take a walk in the forests here in Belgium. Nature is what I turn to in order to find peace and clarity. And as a politician, it always reminds me of what I'm fighting for when I say that I want a better world for all of us. Now, of course, I don't mean to say that a walk in nature can change everything. When we talk about mental health and well-being, we need to make sure that we do not detract from the need to ensure that every person's mental health and well-being is approached holistically, be that through therapy, through psychiatry, or through everyday lifestyle changes to better the environment around them. Our health and well-being, including our mental health, isn't something that we should take lightly, and everyone who feels like they need some assistance should most definitely get it. In fact, if there are any young people watching this conference today who need a little bit of assistance or know someone who needs assistance, I encourage you to start by logging on to www.mhe-sme.org today and look for Mental Health Europe's map of youth helplines across the European Union. Going directly back to the topic, it is, however, important to remember that every effort we make as a community and every resource we create will be for nothing if we do not also tackle the well-being of nature at the same time. As will be introduced to you later on in this conference, scientific evidence has demonstrated that people exposed to certain air pollutants are more likely to experience mental health problems. Additionally, and also worryingly, poorly planned urban settings with unsustainable transport systems and a lack of access to green areas increase air pollution, noise and heat, reduce opportunities for physical activity, and have a negative impact on people's physical and mental health. Thus, if we don't take care of our environment, it goes without saying that we simply aren't taking care of our own mental health and well-being. We must remember that the state of our mental health and natural environment are intimately intertwined. So for me, as a member of the European Parliament who sits on the Committee for the Environment and Healthcare, and as the co-chair of the Mental Health Coalition in the European Parliament, I like to keep these two aspects in mind at all times. Our health and our environment must be treated as a package, as both of these important parts of societies are integral to each other. Unfortunately, I won't be able to attend the breakout rooms with you today, as I have been asked by the group of Socialists and Democrats to speak on their behalf today during today's debate on the Istanbul Convention, an international tool which I'm sure will be spoken about in your breakout room, which focuses on how to ensure that socio-economic health inequalities are considered when defining the impacts of environment and mental health. Thank you very much, and I look forward to any comments that you might have via my email or